Good morning, my name is Matthew Hugo from Weather Commerce, and this is this morning's weather briefing on Friday the 15th of October 2010. Today's weather briefing will contain information on the United Kingdom, Europe, Scandinavian precipitation and finally global weather alerts. Firstly, we'll take a look at the UK and the Fast Trader model comparison graph. Over the next couple of days and through into the beginning of next week, temperatures are expected to generally be around 1 to 2 degrees below climate averages. However, for a brief period of time around the 17th, temperatures are forecast to drop to around 3 or 4 degrees below climate average of around 13 or 14 degrees Celsius. The following weather chart for Saturday the 16th of October illustrates why temperatures are expected to be near, if not slightly below, climate norms over the next few days. An area of high pressure situated to the west of the UK is expected to combine with low pressure just to the east to produce rather cool, if not chilly, northerly winds across the United Kingdom. Between the 19th and the 23rd of October, model agreement is increasing for temperatures to drop to at least 4 or 5 degrees below climate norms as a cold northerly air mass develops across the United Kingdom. Within this time period, the Metro model is a milder outlier, as represented by the solid black lines, yet in contrast, some of the more recent GFS deterministic runs, represented by the darker blue lines, are colder outliers, dropping temperatures to as much as 7 or 8 degrees below climate averages. The following weather chart for Wednesday the 20th of October once again helps to illustrate why temperatures are expected to be quite significantly below climate averages. An area of high pressure situated to the northwest of the United Kingdom is forecast to combine with a large area of low pressure over Scandinavia to produce quite a significantly cold north or northwesterly air mass across all areas of the United Kingdom. Within the longer term, between the 23rd and the 29th of October, there is general good model agreement for temperatures to rise to near or slightly below climate averages by 1 or 2 degrees. It should be noted, however, that some of the more recent GFS deterministic runs are once again outliers with regards to taking temperatures around 1 or 2 degrees above a climate average of around 13 degrees Celsius. The longer range ECMWF ensemble, covering the period from the 1st of November to the 15th of November, generally continues to signal temperatures to be slightly below climate averages by around 1 or 2 degrees Celsius. The ECMWF model is represented by the solid red lines. Now taking a look at the 5-day average graph. Between the 15th and the 19th, there is good model agreement for temperatures to be around 1 or 2 degrees below climate averages, with little or no model outliers. Between the 19th and the 23rd, there continues to be reasonably good model agreement for temperatures to then fall to around 3 or 4 degrees below climate norms. It should be noted, however, that the solid black lines are represented by the Metro model, and these are milder outliers. Within the longer term, there is once again generally good model agreement continuing for temperatures to then rise to near or slightly below climate norms, with little or no model outliers within this time period. Now taking a look at the expected temperature anomaly trends across Europe over the next 5 to 7 days. The trend continues for temperatures across many central and western areas of Europe to remain generally below climate averages by at least 2 to 4 degrees Celsius, particularly across central areas of Europe, including France and parts of Germany. This is in direct association with a rather cool, if not cold, west or northwesterly air mass filtering down across most of these regions. The following weather chart for Wednesday the 20th of October helps to illustrate why temperatures are forecast to be quite significantly below climate averages across many central and western areas of Europe in particular. An area of low pressure over Scandinavia is expected to be responsible for introducing rather cool, if not cold, northwesterly winds across many parts of western and central areas of Europe, hence the reason why temperatures are forecast to be below climate averages. Now taking a look at the temperatures across Europe during the final 7 to 10 days of October, you will note that many central, eastern and particularly northern areas of Europe are expected to remain quite cold. Temperatures here are expected to generally range between 0 and 5 degrees, though dropping quite widely below freezing across Scandinavia. In contrast, somewhat milder conditions are expected across more western areas of Europe, including parts of France, Iberia and the UK. However, despite being milder than further east, temperatures are expected to be average at best across western areas. We will now take a look at the precipitation trends across Scandinavia within the next 5 to 7 days. As you will note within the top image, with the exception of far western and northwestern areas of Scandinavia, which are expected to experience rainfall totals up to 100 to 125 millimetres, many other areas of Scandinavia are expected to experience rainfall totals generally near climate averages. Within the longer term, during the last 7 to 10 days of October, a similar precipitation trend is forecast to continue, with western and northwestern areas of Norway in particular expected to see the most unsettled conditions and hence the greatest rainfall totals. In contrast, many central and northern regions of Sweden and Finland are expected to experience generally little precipitation, and here precipitation is forecast to be generally below climate averages. It should also be noted that precipitation across Scandinavia, particularly northern regions, is likely to fall increasingly as sleet and snow during the latter half of October. We will now take a look at some global weather alerts, of which are of some importance. Starting with Australia, and many western areas of Australia over the next 5 to 7 days are expected to experience little or no precipitation at all. The dark red colours, as represented on the top image, indicate less than 25% of normal rainfall is expected. Accompanying this lack of rainfall is also expected to be below average temperatures, with only the coastal areas of Western Australia likely to experience near average temperatures. Further below average rainfall totals are forecast to continue across southern regions of Brazil, specifically across the Rio Grande do Sul, over the next 5 to 7 days. Precipitation totals here are forecast to be less than 25% of normal, as predominantly settled conditions signal such significantly below climate average rainfall totals. Temperatures across northern regions of China within the last 7 to 10 days of October in particular are forecast to continue to generally be below climate averages, as high pressure across eastern areas of Russia allow rather cold northerly winds to dominate across the region. As a result, temperatures are forecast to be widely below freezing across northern regions of China in particular. Thank you for listening to today's Weather Brief. We offer a full call-in weather consulting throughout the day. If you wish to subscribe to this, please call Dominic Kavanagh on 0044 7826 522 578 or Tony Ramsey on 0044 7887 512 102.